Hello, and welcome to the Old and in the Way podcast, where we fight ageism one bad joke at a time. Reluctantly, we had to learn the hard way that denial and repression oftentimes are not enough to hold back the tides of reality before we get our tickets punched. So our mission is clear and compelling. We'll pull the veil back on aging and reveal much of what's real and absurd with growing old. We're generationally conflicted, politically incorrect, and happily old and in the way. Although Bedpan Bob recently tested positive for malarkey, for which there is no vaccine or cure, and we wish Bedpan a quick recovery. On our show, we interview notable stand-up comics, authors, filmmakers, actors, and musicians. Our podcast can be found on YouTube Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and too many other podcast platforms to mention here on this Zoom. Our website is oldenintheways.com. Yep, it's plural. There's an S at the end of old and in the ways. Also, we would love to hear from you. Any feedback or suggestions you might have? Our email is oldeninthe.way.podcast@gmail. Thanks for checking out our podcast and see you next show. Bye-bye.